Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming
and
to
I got
take
the mic
me
still.
away. They're coming to take me away. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right. You know you laughed. I heard you laugh. You laughed, you laughed, and laughed, and then you left. But now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds? Huh? Well, just you wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take you away. They're coming to take you away. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. To the happy home where trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right. You know you laughed. I heard you laugh. You laughed, you laughed, and laughed, and then you left. But now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds? Huh? Well, just you wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take you away. They're coming to take you away. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. To the happy home where trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right. You know you laughed, I heard you laugh. You laughed, you laughed, and laughed, and then you left. But now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away, haha. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds? Huh? Well, just you wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take you away, they're coming to take you away, to the funny farm, where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. To the happy home, with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, haha, they're coming to take me away, haha, to the funny farm, where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right. You know you laughed, I heard you laugh. You laughed, you laughed, and laughed, and then you left. But now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away, haha. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is
Farm sim is taking forever to load for some reason.
deeds? Huh? Well, just you wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take you away, they're coming to take you away, to the funny farm, where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. To the happy home, with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, haha, they're coming to take me away, haha, to the funny farm, where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right. You know you laughed, I heard you laugh. You laughed, you laughed, and laughed, and then you left. But now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away, haha. They're coming to take me away, haha. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds? Huh? Well, just you wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take you away. They're coming to take you away. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. To the happy home where trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, they're coming to take me away, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right. You know you laughed, I heard you laugh. You laughed, you laughed, and laughed, and then you left, but now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away, they're coming to take me away, to the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds? Huh? Well, just you wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take you away, they're coming to take you away, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. To the happy home where trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, they're coming to take me away, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right. You know you laughed, I heard you laugh. You laughed, you laughed, and laughed, and then you left, but now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away, they're coming to take me away, to the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds? Huh? Well, just you wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take you away, they're coming to take you away, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. To the happy happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, haha, they're coming to take me away, haha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right. You know you laughed. I heard you laugh. You laughed, you laughed, and laughed, and then you left. But now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds? Huh? Well, just you wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take you away. They're coming to take you away. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, they're coming to take me away, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid. Right. You know you laughed. I heard you laugh. You laughed, you laughed.
I'm having some issues with my mod folder and I'm trying to straighten it out. Hopefully it won't be much longer.
Take me away. They're coming to take me away. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds? Huh? Well, just you wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take you away. They're coming to take you away. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away, haha, they're coming to take me away, haha, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. You thought it was a joke, and so you laughed. You laughed when I had said that losing you would make me flip my lid.
Yay, I think I got it figured out finally.
You laughed. I heard you laugh.
Should be going in just a moment.
But now you know I'm utterly mad. And they're coming to take me away. They're coming to take me away. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. I cooked your food, I cleaned your house, and this is how you pay me back for all my kind, unselfish, loving deeds? Huh? Well, just you wait, they'll find you yet, and when they do, they'll put you in the ASPCA, you mangy mutt. And they're coming to take you away. They're coming to take you away. To the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time, and I'll be happy to see those nice young men in their clean white coats, and they're coming to take me away. To the happy home with trees and flowers and chirping birds and basket weavers who sit and smile and twiddle their thumbs and toes, and they're coming to take me away. Remember when you ran away and I got on my knees and begged you not to leave because I'd go berserk? Well, you left me anyhow, and then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind. And they're coming to take me away.
So this was a really lousy start. Still waiting for it to load. It's taken forever because all the mods. I think next time I better make sure that I got Sim loaded correctly before I start. I figured I'd use the loading screen with the music while I was waiting for it to load, but that didn't go so well. What happened is I was trying to take some mod folders, mods that I had unzipped into a folder so I could edit, and I was trying to convert them to zip so that in the future someone could join by installing the same mods, but I zipped them up wrong, and the structure inside the zip was all wrong, and I wasn't able to see them. Okay, here we are, back at nighttime again. I can get back to the farmhouse. Here we go. And I managed to go and finish a little bit more of the baling and stuff. Go and fast forward till daytime. My fiance's being silly. Okay, now what I need to do, loaded with it. You need to get this back on course for unloading Zombie Overload. Okay, they're back on the route. Is that my truck? It's so dark I can't see. I think I should start a little bit later in the day so I can see better. So how are you doing in New Life? You still with me, or did you leave with all the technical difficulties I was experiencing? Why are my beacon lights not? Hmm. My beacons are not working for some reason. I'll have to check that out some other time. But what I need to do is find my other vehicles and get them all washed up. As you can see, they got quite filthy working the field. Even the baler. I actually did not return. Hold on, pressure washer's making too much noise. One moment. I'll finish what I was saying in a second. I just don't know if you can hear me over the pressure washer or not. Okay, what I was saying was that I actually kept the square baler and will, like I missed a couple bales in this, and finish up baling today because I figured it would be cheaper than taking the initial cost of another day again. So how are you doing today in New Life? You might not have heard me. How are you doing today, Ed? Oh, a New for Life. Somewhere around here is the Combine. That may need a scrub. There's another one that I missed. Another bale. Sun should be coming up any moment. Yeah, we'll see better. Over this way. Yep, over this way. Gotta scrub it up. Does it even need one? Oops. Go past a bit. Oh no, it's still pretty clean. The header's a little filthy, but other than that, it's doing good. All right, get that worker on it. Their course is still loaded from yesterday. Okay. Oh, for crying out loud. Crying out loud. Ran over all the crops because the spikes, gotta unfold them. Keep forgetting that it doesn't save the state of the spikes. Flashlight on, so see. Surprised the sun has not come up yet. It's already 6:33. Okay, let's see. Starting her up this time. There you go. Start at work. Who's still dirty? The 8030 and the 6M. 8030 is on course play. Should be over down here waiting. It's probably about to take off in just a second. Better get over here quickly before it decides to take off. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed your text. I'm sorry. You're looking for new mod suggestions. Wait, that's a question. Oh, you're looking for new mod suggestions for what? Farm Sim 17 or 19? Minecraft? Kerbal Space Program? Skyrim? What are you looking for mods for? Help if I tell them. Field to look for. Yeah, I know something's blocking you. I am, so you wouldn't run off. For 17. Well, if you like more realism and things to be harder, there's the More Realism mod. If you've never used Seasons, I would suggest Seasons. But if you don't want to go the harder route like that, there's plenty of, let's see what else. There's log grapples for like skidder steers. The skid steers, I'll show you what I'm talking about. For when you do logging, you can do it a little more realistic using both front loaders and where is this? Over on 8. Using both front loaders and skid steers to drag the logs to a pile for later processing. There's a mod that has the Scorpion King, where you can pick logs back up off the ground using the clamps. You can adjust the clamps manually, and it even has cameras, so you can work on an inside view, but still have cameras to see around what you're doing. There's some interesting maps. For example, I was planning on playing Intabria Infinita. It's a factory type map, but it doesn't go ridiculously huge like Factory Map or Joran's map. But it does have a number of factories you can get at, in fields of various sizes, some small, some large. What else can I think of? If you want to go small, there's plenty of mods for small Russian tractors, and there's even Russian pickup wagon. Not, instead of being a pickup wagon, it acts kind of like a forage harvester, in that it picks it up off the ground and then shoots it into your trailer that you have pulling up aside next to it, and it looks pretty neat. The only thing is the default texture is kind of messed up, so I had to change the texture myself. I don't think I have it installed to be able to show you. What was it on? I think it's on Loading Wagon, maybe? No, I don't think I have it installed. I mean, I got it in my mod folder, but I don't think I have it. And the log grapples that I was talking. I don't have that installed either. What? I don't have anything installed? I guess I have them disabled. Thought I had enabled them for this playthrough. I guess I wasn't planning on doing too much logging, so I didn't enable it. Now, what about the one for the front loader? Got that one enabled. Nope, I don't have that one enabled either. Well, when it comes time to winter, I got to go and enable those. A lot of people have fun with the straw pellet add-on thing, but I find it kind of expensive. It's like $18 US dollars for the add-on. I myself don't really want to spend that much just for some nice attachments for picking up bales, and then factory, which is a little slow working for making uh, pellets that you can sell on pallets of pellets that you can sell for more money. And give me a moment, I'll think of some others. There's some others. I mean, you're looking for mods, right? Not maps. So you don't want me to give you maps to do. I don't think there's too many mods that greatly change the game other than seasons and more realism. What else really changes the game? Oh, the hose system, where the way you do slurry and other things, you have to manually attach the hose. There's the manual attach mod. Um, what else there? There's the slow bee, honeybee. You can make you have places that you can place for making beehives and stuff. You place down. Where is it? Where is it? I got a feeling. Oh, I'm in the weeds. There we go. You put down this building here, supply it with wood, and it'll provide the bee houses. And then the bee houses you put in these little sheds, and then the bees will produce honey. And you can either sell the honey directly. There's two different ones. One does it individual ones you can pick up by hand. Another one does it pallets that you have to lift up with a forklift. And then you can either sell those directly, or you can go and um, bring the honey to this building and bring milk to it and make honey milk. Now, I've never heard of honey milk before, so I don't think I'll actually do honey milk. That sounds like some made up. And then here's the sell point for selling it. Then you can also find lots of mods for other things like breweries, distilleries, um, uh, you can make compost and such. Hello, King Talmage. Hello, King Talmage. How you doing? Going back up. Amazing I didn't hit any fields while I was busy messing with my placeables map while I was trying to talk to you. How are you doing, King Talmage? Okay, so all the vehicles are clean. I can bring this back main farm. farmed. Put it under the shed. Any other mods that change the way the game works? System, seasons, more. Straw pellet harvest or whatever it's called. Of course, there's various factory map type mods. You know, like the factory farm is one, but that's really for multiplayer. Hey, big dog, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. What happened? Of course. Helpers? Help? No, helpers get in the way. Yes, Angela. I do sometimes play on other people's servers and play multiplayer helping them. I haven't lately. Need to do so again. Well, what I have right now is I have a hired worker right now over here harvesting the wheat, running a combine harvester. A ridiculous amount. It's like after an hour they wind up getting like $500 or something. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah. But then again, it's because they can actually get more done than in real life a little bit. So that's why they give them such ridiculous amounts that it costs. When you play multiplayer, you don't get paid automatically for it. Basically, you're just helping out. That's it. And now in the game, you can work other AI farms. You know, the computer-controlled farms. You can work their farms, and you'll get paid a small amount for that. But usually, a lot of times, it's not really worth what you would the work, depending on what it is. Like, for example, collecting potatoes. Here I got a worker that's been harvesting this field, trying to collect potatoes. Yeah, that's in the back there. They've been trying to collect potatoes for the past... This is the third day now. A bird seed. And they've been trying to collect potatoes for 3 days now. This field, this little field here. That worker over there, the green tractor with the red thing they're pulling behind them, that's for harvesting the potatoes, and it's been taking them 3 days to get it done. And I'm about to take this batch of potatoes to the pig farm where I have it stored, and you'll see I have been collecting a lot of potatoes. It's big, giant heaps. I can show you the map in a moment. I have multiple fields. Some of the fields are pretty big. Hey, give me your potatoes. Not close enough, apparently. Oh, I just smacked into the other one. That's not a good idea. There we go. Offloading the potatoes. Well, it doesn't register as actually going on. But so it looks better, I'll do this. There. Better? Okay, so now I've got pretty much a full load. I've got over 20 tons of potatoes that I'm hauling. Apparently my dog wants to be part of the conversation. He's over here whining and roar, 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 roar. Really? Really? Oh, his duck? Okay. His duck no longer looks like a duck. He needs a new one. Yeah, it's what about a year now that toy has lasted? Okay, this field here on the left is corn, and that's my field. I will be harvesting that soon. The one on the right here looks like it's also potatoes, but I don't own that field. So, I don't know, someone else is going to harvest. It looks like they might have harvested already. In fact, let me get out, and I can get a closer look at it. Yeah, it's already been harvested. Oh, no, it hasn't been harvested, but the tops of the potatoes have been cut off, and now they need to be dug out of the ground. Because the potatoes, grow little flowers and branches and stuff out of the dirt, and then what they either have to do it individually, cutting the tops off and then digging them out of the ground, or there are some harvesters that will cut all the leaves and everything off as it's pulling up. And then here on the left is another field. I mean, the right is another field. I don't know. Big Dog on the one of the viewers named Big Dog was saying, "Rip Duck. He was a good toy. Lol." Yeah, they don't look like a duck anymore. They're just a tattered piece of cloth, all torn up. It was one of those really tough toys that the dogs aren't supposed to be able to destroy. No, we have two pit bulls that even the most they destroy everything. Yes. It's not if they can destroy it. Yeah, they have so much stuff to chew on. They got various bones and chew toys and stuff. But no, they'll go and chew up their soft toys that they have to play with as well. Yeah, their bed. They'll go and chew up their beds. Well, I hope your sister feels better and recovers quickly. Hello, A New Life. Welcome back. I see this big pile in the distance. You can't tell how big it is from here, but it's a big pile of potatoes, and I'm storing them here because the price for potatoes isn't that good yet. I have to wait till winter to sell. About it looks like it'll be like another 3 or 4 days. Okay, here you go. You can see the size of all these potatoes. Mounds and mounds of potatoes. No, there's no factories on this map. Some of them have factories. Some maps have factories where you'll like wash potatoes and then sell the potatoes to McDonald's. Yeah, seriously. And or that you bring milk to the dairy factory and they'll like say make yogurt and butter and stuff, and then you can sell that to the bakery, which then makes cakes that you can then sell to the supermarket, stuff like that. But this one, no, it doesn't have any factories. I was thinking of adding a Oh, okay. Well, you can put them in pallets. You have to get a special piece of equipment that'll let you load them into pallets. But most of the time, what you do is just sell them bulk, and you load them up into the trailers. And then elsewhere on the map, there's a place where you just go and dump it down in there. They got a big bin that you go and dump it down in, and it'll sell there. Did I show you the what? Oh, yeah, I forgot to show you the map of the land. Okay, hold on. Okay. And now, as you can see over here, this was a barley field, and it's harvested already. This is the wheat field that you saw being harvested. I got a huge grass field over here. I've got some canola over here. This is the main farm here, where there's the sheds and the yard and the silos. Hold on, someone just said something. They can afford spuds, but not good Wi-Fi. Why McDonald's? Oh, yeah, that's right. You were having problems with the Wi-Fi last night. That was funny. And then over here, well, I'm not laughing at your pain. I'm laughing at how you joked. Oh, and Big Dog says that they have a blue nose pit bull, and he destroys everything in sight. You feel my pain. Yes, when they were young, they actually destroyed parts of the wall. So we've had to do repairs on the house from their chewing. This right here is Angela. This area is the soybeans, and then this big field here is corn. And I think someone just came into the patio. I think, unless that was just the wind. Just a wind? Okay. And then this big brown area is a huge forest, which you kind of own. There is no land ownership in 17. In 19, there's land ownership. But in 17, there's no land ownership. So you can go in up here and cut down the trees and process them. There's no factories to make boards from them. So you just take them to the lumber yard and get paid for the trees that you cut down. And here's where the shops are down here. Hey, guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. The dogs were getting into an argument with each other. And there's a long road that goes from one corner of the map to the other, and sometimes they can take a long time. This is where I have my cows over and in here, and it's a long trip from over here, the main farm. And the traffic travels at 45 miles an hour on the highway, and it's sometimes hard to get out with your slow 25 mile an hour tractor. No, there's no flowers. I'm trying to think if there's any modded maps that have flowers. I know there's ones that have hemp, weed. Okay. They have oats, carrots, onions, stuff like that. But not on this map, on other maps. Oh, where? That over there? That's just a shed. Oh, I don't know that number. I'm not answering it. I get so many. It's a place to go repair your vehicles. That's what it is. And then. Oh. No, I did not yet. But I'll eventually take care of that. There's so many things to do. And then this here is the pig farm. Right here. I don't have any pigs yet. No, I have some cows. I just don't have pigs. Here is where all their liquid poop goes. And then around the other side, see that walled-in area over there? That's where all the solid manure will go. The pigs will be here in this pen here. You feed them here. You give them water over here. And yeah, that's it. And the pigs that go over here, they won't cross this because they're afraid they're going to fall through. And I do have to feed the cows in a bit, so I can show you the cow farm in a bit. I just got a couple other things to take care of before I go over to the cow farm. I refueled this probably about 3 days ago in the game, and it's now at half a tank right now from running the potatoes back and forth. So that gives you an idea. There's 48 gallons left, so I used 48 gallons of gas in 3 days. And to anyone watching thinking, oh no, that's not gallons, that's liters. No, I'm using a mod that changes the units in the game so you can have gallons of gas, bushels of wheat, and stuff like that, rather than the liters that they use everywhere. Because in the U.S., they measure grains that are harvested by bushels, not by liters or cubic feet or whatever. I believe this is the potato field right up here. Yep, the potato field, which for some reason had corn growing out of it. Yeah, I planted only potatoes, but when I came back to go check on the field, there was pieces of corn just sticking up right out of the field. I don't understand that. Okay, stop this here. Teleport over to one of my other tractors. Okay, here's a field where I cut some grass. And you can see I've been wrapping some of the bales of grass in plastic. That'll let them ferment and be and turn into what's called silage or haylage, and they can be used for cows or sold. And yeah, I missed some of them. The green ones are the ones that aren't wrapped. The white ones are the ones that have been wrapped up. And it'll take several days for it to turn into the silage. So I'm going to take... Wait, am I taking the right tractor? I'm taking the wrong tractor. Yeah, I'm going to. I just took the wrong tractor, that's all. Let me come back over here. I'm trying to grab this small one. This small tractor over here lives on the animal farm. I just needed its help out here in the field last night. Oops, disconnected the wrong thing. Connect the trailer. Start it up. Turn on the road beacons. And head on out. This reason. Yeah, it's got a front loader. Because I'm going to have to go and lift some hay bales and some straw bales back at the animal farm to go and mix up some power food for the cows. Because they like a mixture of various things all mixed together. Hello, Icebound. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? Unfortunately, on this map, you can't mow those weeds. Those weeds don't register as grass, but as decorations. But yeah, I would want to if I could. As long as you want it to be. There's no actual, necessarily any win scenario to the game. You set your own objectives, like maybe owning all the fields or something like that. How am I doing? I am doing much better today. I've had a week where I wasn't feeling that good, but today is much better. I noticed that you're on Mixer. I'm streaming to 3 different services. My main channel is Twitch. But I noticed you're on Mixer, and many people think that I might be playing on the Xbox or PlayStation. This is actually a PC install of the game. So I have some mods on here that are only available for the computer. Okay, here we go. This is the animal farm up here. You can see some of the cows out in the field there. Let me go put that down. There's one of the cows. I have 20 cows. No, they don't have names. And let me... Well, they're dairy cows, so They need good food to produce good milk. Thank you for the follow, big dog. Turned on the pipes to go and put water in. There we go. Their water is topped off. And now I'm going to have to go and pull out the, what do you call it? The power food mixer over here. Back on up. Back that tractor on up. And I'm going to bring it closer to the hay and straw. Hello, Swagger. Welcome to the channel. Okay, now, I haven't tried it yet. This is not the right tool for picking up bales, so I don't know if this is going to work. Normally I use my telehandler, which is the big thing with the extending boom. But I'm going to see if this will grab. Yeah, it kind of picks it up. Not very elegantly, but it does. It works. No, no, don't fall. You're sliding off. Don't do that. I also didn't want it to be in the way either. I believe it was one of each. I have more straw over there, but I'm going to go and use up the stuff that I have over here. Oh, I'm sorry, Icebound. I missed in between the follow and the greeting. Yes, my name is Bipolar Expedition on Twitch as well. And so I'm guessing that is that you, Icebound? Your Swagger? Because I see that Swagger joined the channel just shortly after you asked that question. You know what? Let me go and grab it this way. Oh, yeah, sure. Smack into the wall. That's good. No. Ah! This is not the right tool for doing this. I don't want to drive all the way back to the shop and go get my my bale spike. Ah, I think I'm going to have to. The shop? No. All right, I'll keep trying. Oh, okay, so that was someone else. You have Icebound on Twitter as well. Okay. No problem, no problem. Okay, my fiance wants me to keep on trying. You like seeing me fail. You might have heard her that time. The other times you probably can't hear her because I got the sensitivity down. You probably heard her that time going, I do not. Alright, yep, we got it that time. I'll just take it nice and slow. Nice and slow. Okay. And I'm not sure how much is in there. Let me connect to see what the total contents are. Less than half, then I'm going to add in another hay bale. A lot of people that play this game a lot have it figured out the exact ratio, you know, this many bales, this much, you know, I don't have that figured out. Let's see, that's about half. So yeah, I'm going to add another hay bale. let me back up first. I'm about to make a mess of this nice, neat pile. It looks like I'm about to make a mess of the nice, neat pile. Anyway. And I dropped it on top of it. This or Spider-Man PS4. Oh, you're saying which game do I think would be better? Farm Sim 19 or Spider-Man PS4? I do not know what the new Spider-Man game for PS4 looks like because I don't have a PS4 or an Xbox or anything, so I don't really keep up track. Well, I got a classic Xbox. That's three generations ago. There's now an Xbox One, and there was the Xbox 360 before it. So that's ancient hardware. I'm probably the only person around that still plays the classic Xbox at the time. Hello, welcome to the community, Patch Kid. How are you doing? So I really don't know what to say about the Spider-Man game because I've never played it. But maybe you could. Farm Sim 19, I would say wait with right now because the single player experience isn't that great because there's a lot of what is that in the middle of the road? Oh, it's a dog. It looks like the dog is taking a poop. No, it's just sitting weird. The single play experience is not that great for the Farm Sim 17 because there's a bunch of bugs that can get in the way at times, and also the mods have not been able to be transferred over. And one mod that's very, very handy in 17, or should I say in 19, more than it is in 17, is why aren't you dispensing? Unload. Okay, that one's not dispensing. This one is follow me. A New Life said that they'll be back. They're got to run to workplace for a minute. Okay, I'll finish the conversation later if I can get it out. Why is this not filling up? What's going on? I'm lined up, aren't I? Yeah, it's lined up. I got silage in here, right? Yeah, 300,000 liters. That's more than enough. It's not the same. There we go. Now it's filling up. There we go. Now the ratio is correct. And it looks like one of my helpers are stuck in traffic. Oh, I got a little bit more room to go fill this up a little. Just a little more. Alrighty. And now take this out to their food bin. And I'm going to have to pretty soon get something to go and scoop out their poop because their poop is starting to build up out there. The mixer is running, trying to mix all the food together, so that's why the tractor is running slow. Because part of the tractor's engine is running the mixing blades. Hey, watch it! Don't bump into me. And it's going to walk through it. Oh no, I walked around it that time. Okay, there we go. It's completely mixed. Honk my horn at the cow. Move. 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 Okay. There we go. Start giving them their food. And that other trailer that the cow is somehow standing in the middle of, phased into the trailer, is for putting straw down for them, for their bedding. They're taking a lot of power food. Looks like it's full, but it just keeps on taking more and more food. As you can see, I got to scoop out the poop. See all the poop? Oh, they finally took all the food they can take. Okay, let me go and leave this trailer here for a second. Watch out, cow. That was close. And you see, the cow is half into that trailer there. No, don't go in the way. I gotta back up. And they do not respond to the horn. Okay, excuse the break of immersion briefly, but I can't scare them away with the horn, so I'm backing through the cow. They're ghost cows. Welcome to the community, Flamintros? I hope I got that right. Flamintros, welcome to the community. Okay, now let's go and spit out some straw for them. I'm gonna have to load that up again. I'm down to the last bale. Okay, they didn't need that much straw. How are you doing, Flamintros? How much slurry do we have? Liquid poop over here. Soil level 10,000 liters. That's almost enough for doing a small field. Yes, their poop is useful. You can, as in real life, you spread poop on the fields where you grow your crops. Yes, you heard right. In real life farming, they spread cow manure in the fields as well as the liquid cow manure. And look at that, the cow is just walking through the... I told you, they're ghost cows. Okay, and my helper has been stuck in traffic for the past few minutes. I'm gonna have to go and see what I can do to help them out. Oh, you know, I haven't tested that yet because when I was playing Farm Sim 19, I didn't get cows yet. I need to see if they can actually be chased away with a horn, because that's useful instead of breaking the immersion of the game by driving through cows because they won't move. Okay, let's go ahead and park this up here again. we go. And now to clean up their mess that they made over here. They're very sloppy eaters. All this grass on the ground over here. Almost got it all. There we go. And I can put it right back in their trough again. There we go. And I can go and park this back in the shed. Lower the bucket. Lights off. There we go. Seeing the cow farm now. As I said, there's only 20 cows, so you don't see too many of them. They got a big field out there. The field goes all the way out over into there too. And later, if I get sheep, sheep will share the... Sheep will share? Sounds like a tongue twister. The sheep will share the same field. Cows and the sheep. Yes, I can show that to you in just a moment. Yep, here we go. I teleported over to my pickup. And here you can see, here's the main shed. Hello, Buster Dillon. How you doing? You said, hello, my friend, which is usually a greeting for someone that knows me already, but I'm having trouble remembering having spoken to you before. My apologies. I got a lousy memory sometimes. Here's one of the garages. This device over here is used for flipping grass over, for allowing it to dry evenly, called a tedder. Let me leave the light on for now while I'm showing you. This is my potato planter. It's still got potatoes in it. This is the cultivator. It kind of like smooths out the dirt after you've torn it. It basically pulls out the old roots from the old plants and then smooths out the ground. This here is a weeder. It pulls out the weeds that are growing in between the crops. Turn the light off in here. This here is the equipment for mowing the grass. This one goes in the front of the tractor. This one goes in the back of the tractor and spreads out. See, it's dirty because I was just recently using it yesterday. This is called a chaser bin or auger wagon. The combine will fill this up by pour into it, and then this has its own spout that it can go and empty into an even bigger bin. I've got a trailer here with some seed on it. This here is a corn header for the combine for when you're harvesting corn. This here is a forage wagon. It's got a pickup underneath, so like if you cut the grass and you want to go and gather the grass to go and put into a silage bunker, for letting it ferment, instead of being in little bales to ferment, but instead you have it a big container filled with grass. You would collect it up with this and then dump it out. A fuel trailer. A mobile pressure washer for cleaning off the equipment. Hello, Buster Dillon. Welcome to the channel. I'm not even sure. I think they're just coming and going. Let me go and maximize the screen so I can see the preview. It says there are 7 people, 6 on Twitch and 1 on Mixer. But it's not always accurate of how many people are watching. Sometimes you actually have more or less. No, that's how many people follow in total. Now, normally I only have a couple people at a time, so I'm having more people watching than this here is a planter for planting things like corn, sunflower seeds, stuff like that. This is another type of planter for planting things like wheat, um, barley, canola. This you fill up with solid fertilizer, like you buy from the store, and it spreads it from the back right there. And then this is for planting sugarcane. I can get up there. Ugh. Sugarcane's still in the back there. This, of course, is a plow flipping over the ground. Why do the... Well, they're kind of brownish. I don't have better textures. Some maps will include better textures. Welcome back, A New Life. Now, as I was saying about FS19 is the one of the mods that is useful in 17 but really needed in 19 is the Follow Me mod. Because in 19, whenever you do a contract for somebody, whether you're using their equipment and having to take it from the store, or using your own and having to take it from your farm, there's oftentimes where you'll have like 4 or 5 pieces of equipment that you have to go and bring out to that field, sometimes on the other side of the map. And without having Follow Me or any type of built-in version of it, that means you have to go and drive one vehicle all the way out to the field. Then you've got to go and get the other vehicle and drive that vehicle all the way back out to the field. And go back and go get the third vehicle and go drive it all the way. It's just a lot more driving than you probably want to be doing. This here is a grass harrow. It's used for, you put it on the back of the tractor, and those are kind of like chains or springs, and you let it lay down on the grass, and it kind of like rubs the grass to get it excited. No, seriously, what it does is it kind of like roughs up the grass and increases its growth. For some reason, when plants have things bumping into them, a little bit lightly, not heavily, but when things bump into them, it makes them want to grow more because they think they're getting damaged. And this is a sprayer that spreads, those arms spread all the way out to about like this far for spraying fertilizer. Okay, now let's go find out what is going... Why? Really? Really? Like I said before, these helpers are not so helpful. Well, they're almost done with this field anyway. Then I'll have the fun of trying to run the baler over all this straw you see left on the ground to bale up the straw. Hey, you're missing. Yeah, it's supposed to be going in the bucket. And that's the wheat. Now let's see if I can get back out or if I'm stuck in here. Finally a different color. No, it's okay. You're going to KFC, you'll be back. Do you make your own food? You just keep on eating takeout. Well, enjoy your KFC. My fiance says pick her up some wings. Now, I don't know why that worker is still traveling around. There's nothing left on the field for it to be... What are you harvesting? You're harvesting nothing. These helpers are so dumb. Take the wheat back to the main farm. These prices won't be good for selling until wintertime. And it looks like the potato harvester is full. Get rid of this course. I don't need. Pull up into the silo and dump off the grain, and we'll be good to go for more harvesting. I think it'll be the canola, I think, is the one that's ready, or it could be the soybeans. I can't remember. Let's see what is the last day to harvest. Wheat, barley, and canola. So, should probably do the canola next. We'll find where's the canola, light green. So that is field 4. And it sounds like my bird now wants to be heard. I'm gonna start making some noise. Ain't that the truth? First, going to unload potatoes, the spuds. And I'm not close enough. Oh, come on, bird. Don't start up, bird. If you're gonna start up, at least say hello. Say hello, bird. Hello, bird. Hello? Hello, bird. You gonna talk, bird? Well, now that I asked you to talk, you to be quiet, bird? Alright, now let's take this to the canola field. And we'll go and reap some rape. You have black socks? I didn't know you have socks. You're always wearing flip-flops. think this is my canola field right here. Yes, it is. Have some missing spots, apparently. I don't know how I missed them. Canola. No factories on this map, unfortunately, turn into cooking oil or refined fuel. So I will be selling it directly, but canola does tend to make good money. And what happened? My canola that was planted over here seems like it never grew. That's strange. Just gonna do a one-time around and then leave it to a worker to finish the rest. Oh, we'll be getting close enough to the sugarcane. Go see how the sugarcane's growing. We'll probably be able to fit this. No, I don't know. No, we'll probably have to unload at least one. It's a smaller field. Oh yeah, the sugarcane is nowhere near. Little teeny tiny stalks. And all that stuff being scattered behind the tractor, when it gets cultivated into the ground, will actually serve as fertilizer. Free fertilizer. And it says I'm harvesting 113 bushels per acre. can't remember which field it is. One of these fields are actually... So I won't have it after the end of the year. That's not good.
Go. Hey.
Okay. Let's go and find one of these. Should I use the 80-30? Yeah, I'll use the 80-30. Now I just gotta remember where I left the square baler. Looks like I left it in the grass field by field 5. Head on over there. Oh, I'm pulling this with. I don't need... Well, actually, you know what? This is going to be needed shortly. Let me go grab the Massey. Well, let me go drive it over to where it's going to be. Then I'll grab the Massey to go and run the square baler. Not square baler, the square bale wrapper. Yes, I have trouble saying that for some reason. Don't make fun of me. Beyonce's laughing at me. I told her earlier today about how every time I try to say square bale wrapper, I wind up going squale. Sounds like I'm a little kid talking about a squirrel. Look at the squale. What? What's the last word? What? Wrapper? Yeah. The first word? Okay. It wraps bales, and the bales happen to be square. It's a square bale wrapper. Yeah, but say it quickly. Don't pause it. Oh, you just messed up already. You didn't even... Square. Okay, where's my Massey? Where's... Now, I can't find the square bale. Oh, there it is, all the way in the distance. this wrapper takes so long. There is a faster one, a high-speed one, but it only works for a round bale. Wonder if the one from the Coon Pack works faster. What in the world is my dog doing? Oh, her ball might be under the chair? Okay, well, I've got to take a break in a moment, so I'll probably go and get the ball for her. Oh, she got it on her own? Good job, good girl. Sure. 1 second. Now I gotta switch back to, was it the 80? Yeah, the 80/30 one. Gonna unload combine harvester. Oh, it's on the wrong side. I think it's gonna fill up before it gets to the end. Yep, it filled up before it got to the end. Okay. Wow, it's taking a long time to unload. What I'm going to do I'm going to set this to go on a spiral pattern instead. That way I'll always have the pipe off on the right hand side, on the side for unloading. And welcome to the channel, Antiludus Monk. How are you doing, Antiludus? Antiludus. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correct. Okay, now what I needed to do was unload potatoes. Actually, I don't need to unload it just yet. I just need to finish up the rest of the potatoes manually. Having trouble over. Okay, here we go. This is a really bad pattern that the worker left me. Oh, if it's working. There we go. I can see it loading now. Yes, this is Farm Sim 17. I plan on still playing Farm Sim 17 for a while, even though I do have Farm. Come back around again. Probably should turn the the harvester off as it turns. These potatoes have been quite a headache. Not know if I'm going. Just to know that, I'm going to have to see how much money I get for the potatoes that I harvested. If you get good money for it, then I might consider to do it after all. Back around. Almost. Okay, we're gonna leave that patch alone. That patch is pretty few spots where I missed, but it's done. A ball. Where did the ball go? Oh, there it is. Ready? Go catch the ball. Ready? Ready? Go get you. Good girl. And of course she came back over with the ball again. She's like, I see you on the computer. That means we play ball. Who am I kidding? Pets are more like, I want to play ball, so that means we play ball. Right, turn this back around. Round. And I'm just going to ignore the rest. That's just so little, it's not worth effort. Empty these potatoes off into here. And we're done harvesting potatoes finally. This tractor is almost out of gas. It's only got 12 gallons of gas left. Take this. Potatoes. If I remember which way to go. If I don't remember which way to go, I'm sure my fiance will tell me where to go and how to. She started nodding. Corn is just about ready, and that's the next thing I will be harvesting after the canola. Have to swap out the header to the corn header. I have no idea how many tons of potatoes I have. I'm guessing at least 120. At least. There had to have been quite a lot of potatoes. At least 6 runs of taking these to the pig farm, and that's 20 tons each, so that it has to be tons. Looks like all the AI farmers have pretty much harvested all their fields. It's just me who's still gotta go and harvest my fields. But I did plant late this year. All that plowing I had to do really slowed me down. Hey, turn around. Potatoes for days. Oh, and I smacked right into the barn. Uh-oh. Normally I back up better than this. Trust me, normally do. Alright, that was the last of the potatoes. No more having to worry about potatoes. Well, later in winter I gotta go and sell the potato. Till then, I can forget about the potato. Turn here. Angela, has she pulled that apart yet? Yeah, her ball. She's chewing on her ball. She's trying to pull pieces off her ball. Let's bring this all back to the main farm. I was worried it was going to tip over when I hit that corner. Okay. I'm about. Start blocking. Oh. Oh yeah. That's the worst part of a real Christmas tree is pine needles everywhere. And then especially if you put tinsel or something on it, you find tinsel till next Christmas. You just keep on finding it around the house. You think you vacuumed it all up, and it's just still there all the time. And here comes the helper, following behind me. I knew they were going to smack into me. clean off the lawnmower. Clean off the T7. This is one of the smaller T7s, not the heavy duty. Wash this out. Clean down the 6M. Gotta fuel these up. Might have to do maintenance on them too. They've been running for a long period. Okay, let me check on something. Okay. Okay, I am going to take a break, take a restroom break, and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Hopefully that's a good thing. Okay, got these nice and clean. We'll put them away later in the day. But what we do need to do is, it looks like John Deere is filled up. Well, I got several John Deeres. I mean the combine harvester. Let's go chase behind it and empty it out. Already have 312 bushels in here. I don't know how much more I'll hold. Probably not going to be able to completely empty. Combine harvester. So what am I doing today, Ryan? Well, first of all, good to see you again, Ryan. And to my fiance, it's a different Ryan, not the Ryan that I know. What I'm doing is finishing up the harvesting here in this game. If you mean in the game, I'm finishing up the harvesting in the game, and I've also wrapping some grass bales using the square bale wrapper. Still leasing it from the other day. You hold still! How am I supposed to? Okay, you know what? I'm going away until you make your turn. How are you doing today, Ryan? Almost got this completely filled. And I think it holds 490 bushels as well. It's okay. I'm gonna go return back to the main farm and drop this off. Yeah, today is better for me today. Thank you for asking. Doing better. I had a bit of a rough start with this stream. I had started the startup screen where it says the stream is starting soon, and then started Farm Sim, and I was trying to package up the mods so that eventually someone could come and join me for playing if they wanted to, and I had packaged them up wrong, and so what happened is the game didn't want to start. I had to go and spend a bunch of time trying to fix the mistakes I made. Say, Ryan, do you play Minecraft on PC? Because myself and another viewer, Jack, were thinking of starting playing some modded Minecraft sometime soon. He's really just waiting on me to finish putting together a custom mod pack. Alright, head back out to the Combine Harvester, which is still 59% full. I'm going to have a lot of stuff to sell this winter. Normally they say you do logging during the winter when you're playing seasons, but I'm going to have so much stuff to sell, I might be spending all my time carting things. Oh, you don't have an old Mac. Okay, understandable. Yeah, I've been stuck on older hardware before. This is the most modern hardware I've ever had. So I understand being stuck on older hardware and not being able to play a lot of things. It can be kind of upsetting. But hang in there. Actually, this video card I have, the RX 480, the only reason why I'm able to have that video card is because a friend of mine that I've known since high school, he he had bought two video cards and they didn't want to work together with each other, so he actually sent me the one video card so that I'd have a decent video card. Yes, it was very nice of him. Got to block the helper. They just want to keep on running, making turns when I'm trying to unload them. Well, how much RAM does your MacBook have? Because it does require about 4 to 5 gigs of RAM for it to run. So if you have less than 4, it definitely it won't. My deaf dog is being schizophrenic again. She's deaf, so she can't hear, but she just all of a sudden popped her head up and started barking while looking towards the patio and just ran outside to go see who's out there. She obviously can't hear anybody, but for some reason she thinks that she knows that someone just went onto the patio. And then again, when I go to the store, somehow she knows when I pull up in the car. Oh, come on, pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Okay, no problem, Ryan. I'm still here. This rapper is so slow. So slow. Yeah, the mod pack that I'm putting together is going to be mostly technology, immersive engineering, thermal expansion, Industrial Craft 2, RF tools, uh, industrial foregoing. Oh, you have 8 gigabytes. Well, you might be able to run it then. Of course, the next question comes, do you have Minecraft? A friend of mine made the mistake of buying the PC version of Minecraft rather than the Java version, so he can't play any mods or anything. No, it is not on Steam. You have to go to Mojang. I'll have to look up the address. If you give me a moment, I'll look it up. The address for their Mojang, something like that. Or also, I think it's Minecraft.net or something. Can't remember. Let me go. Let me go and check to see where it is that I log in for having downloaded it. Let's see. Yes, it was at Minecraft.net. It's currently going for $26.95. And you want to make sure you get the Java edition, because that's the one that allows mods. Wasn't there another one around here? I sworn there was another. It's not. And I've already wrapped up the package. I haven't put it on my Google Drive yet for anyone to download, but it's going to be about 299 megabytes for the main core part of the mod pack, and then there's some optional things like stuff that makes the trees look better, or texture packs and stuff like that. But the main part that you definitely need to play is 299 megabytes, and the way that I know it's easiest to install the mod pack would probably be to use the Curse installer, but I don't know if Curse works on Mac. So I'll have to see about how to help you get it installed on Mac. Welcome to the community, Luya Online. Is it Luya? Luja? I'm guessing Luya. How are you doing today, Luya? Right? This is going to take forever doing all of these. Looks like the canola is still being harvested. Almost done. I do not know what the system requirements are for the Mac. But memory-wise, yeah, definitely. You've definitely got enough memory anyways. I don't know about your processor and your graphics card. Minecraft is not very visually demanding. It's more memory that it's really depending on, because it's Java, and Java isn't exactly memory efficient. It's a little hoggish. Hoggish? But if you go to Farm Sim 7, you go to Farm. You know what? Let me just go get the link for you as well for that. Hold on. That's for 19. Oh, there we go. It's $25.99 right now for Farm Sim. Yeah, you probably will be fine. I just don't know what the graphics card requirements are. That's the main site for getting 17 and 19. If you give me a second, I'm going to see if Kinglin has it for cheaper, because they often sell CD keys, where you can buy something as a gift for someone, then people then sell those gift keys. And I've had no negative problems with using this service yet. I bought quite a few games through it, and at substantially cheaper prices, and there was no problems with the CD keys. But I use them right away, so that there isn't a chance for anything to go wrong, like the person trying to sell it to someone else or something. I use it right away. So let me see how much it is to go tell you on Kinglin. Ooh, Intel graphics. Ooh. I don't know. It might be okay. You probably have to turn the settings down. Okay, it's $25 from the official website for Farming Simulator 17, but on Kinguin you can get it as cheap as $19, and yeah, $19 for it. Or let's see, does it have the Platinum Edition so you can have the sugarcane and stuff too? Um, Platinum Edition. The Platinum Edition, which includes the sugarcane and everything, is $30 for both. Let me go and send you a link for the website. There was some affiliate program where you could give a person a specific link and get a small kickback of what they spend, but I can't find what that link is for that. So I'm just giving you the main link to the site. You just got to be making sure that you're buying the right one. On Steam, not an Xbox One or whatever. And you got to be careful. You can accidentally buy the DLC instead of the base game, so you got to make sure what it is that you're selecting, though. But otherwise, if you don't want to worry about that, you can just go to the main Farming Simulator website and get it from there. Ooh, I really don't know. I don't know if it would work with you having the onboard graphics like that. We could check later online, read reviews, whether people were able to. So let's see, what did you say? Yours is an Intel Graphics 6100. So maybe do a search for Farming Simulator 17 Intel Graphics 6100 and see what people are saying if they're able to play it or not. Oh, sorry. Dog's going a little schizophrenic again. I still have to do quite a few of these bales left. I'm thinking if I can do something else to use up the time. Not use up the time, to add variety to the stream, so it's not just me baling these forever. Holy smokes, what are you doing, dog? You're crazy. You said you don't think it will work. People are saying it just crashes constantly. Sorry to hear that. So before you buy the Minecraft too, make sure that people are able to play it with that graphics card too. I mean, it's not very visually demanding, but still, it might not be up to it. Yeah, I know I've heard Apple are terrible for gaming, but when I got it, I didn't think I'd want to play games on it. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's terrible. Some people love using apples. There's quite a few people that I know that play Farm Sim 17 and 19 on their Macintosh hardware. But they've got like brand new Macintosh hardware, not older stuff. Come on, come on! Why do they sometimes not want to pick up? There we go, that one picked up. Yes, that's true. I do prefer PC over Mac because Macs are kind of pricey. And also not orientated towards, well, games or lots of software that runs on PC only. I can't remember if I have listed what my hardware is. It's a AMD FX 8350 processor with 16 gigabytes of RAM, DDR3, and an AMD RX 480, and 27-inch and a 19-inch monitor. Well, these are a lot of bales. This should make some good money for the silage. You have a Xbox Classic, Xbox 360, or Xbox One? Because if you have an Xbox One, that's a nice setup. Oh, an Xbox One S. Oh, now, smell me, that's so fancy. Yeah, I just have a classic Wii and a classic Xbox, as in the very first one that came out before the 360. And I guess technically I have an old Nintendo NES around here somewhere and an old Genesis, but I haven't used those in years. What are you doing? Why are you looking behind my monitor? Dog, stop it. I'm looking at this here. I'm not looking past the monitor. Get off. No, don't go up on my computer. Jeez. She was trying to climb up on the counter that my computer is on. My desk is next to a counter, and the the, the box of the computer is on a counter, and she was trying to climb up on the counter where the computer was. Okay, why is it not wanting to capture any of these? There we go. A bit off Brian says, a bit off topic, but is it expensive to live in America, like houses and fuel, taxes and health insurance? It depends on where you live. There are some places where it can be very inexpensive to live, and there can be some places where it's very expensive. Florida is kind of a little bit on the expensive side, but not too expensive because it is a vacation state. I hear New York City is supposed to be ridiculous to live, that it's really expensive. But then there are places like in Tennessee and Virginia that are supposed to be really cheap to live in. They're poor neighborhoods, the rents are low. But the only problem is then the incomes are low too. With the minimum wage of that state will be really low, and it'll be hard to find a good paying job. So they kind of balance each other off. I can't remember, Ryan. Are you in Germany or are you in the UK? Because I remember the night that you first joined, there was one person from Germany and one person from UK, and I can't remember which you were. Ah, just outside London. And unfortunately, with health insurance, the health insurance companies get greedier and greedier, so they're kind of pricey, and they don't want to cover anything. There are, though, things like county health clinics that can help with that. That can help with the cost of things of when you get sick, that they charge on a reduced rate and stuff like that. But that's where health insurance proper. All I hear is people complain about the high price, low coverage. Definitely not what they were going for when they were trying to get the universal health care. The insurance companies kept pushing back, and they wanted to be able to afford their $1 million jets and stuff like that. They gotta have their profit. Ryan says, and you will struggle to find a one-bed flat for less than £1,000. Wow. PCM per month, I guess you mean, but minimum wage is like $7.83. So working 40 hours a week and paying 20% tax, it's not far off impossible. Wow, I'm not I kind of own now. I mean, I'm getting help with financing the um, the the taxes and liability insurance for the house. So the person that we bought the house from still holds the deed, while we just pay him for the taxes and the insurance. But I've been doing that for about 8 years now, so I don't know what housing prices are in the U.S. right now. But I think you can get one bedrooms cheaper than. I think that would be the equivalent of about twelve or $1,300 US. Pretty sure. Yeah, oh, there you go. You gave me the equivalent right there. Okay. Oh, you know what? I actually do know. I have a friend that's I have a friend that's in Colorado, and they live in basically an efficiency, or it's a one-room apartment. It's kind of like a hotel room, except for they live there for the long term, and they spend I think it was 700 a month, but their water and electricity is included with that. Well, I don't know if you're getting tired of watching me use this wrapper, but I know I'm getting tired of using this wrapper, so I'm gonna have to go do something else in a moment. I have to go and find another job on the farm. Ryan says, yeah, you would have to pay that separate over here as well. Council tax. Oh, that's right, the housing councils. Yeah, I remember I was watching a show about slumlords and nightmare tenants in the UK. I remember hearing about that. Most people want to be on the on homes that are managed by the housing council. Okay, let's empty off. Over a 20-year wait for the housing council. Wow. And is it like adjusted prices where it's cheaper for you, or is it just that there's a better landlord? Because here in the U.S. there is a housing and urban development for people who have lower income, where they can get reduced rent for where they live, both in the form of housing projects as well as vouchers for normal housing as well. But okay, I hear. So so it is a reduced rent thing too. It's not just a better landlord. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of like what housing is here, but housing you can be on the list for if you qualify, because you have to be making a small enough amount of income. If you qualify, that you're considered poor, you're below the line of poverty. You can have to wait. It's funny. There's two waiting lists. You're on the first waiting list for a couple years, and then after that, you get put on another waiting list where you have to wait a few more years. And even then they go and look at your application, and whether or not they accept you is debatable. So you're not guaranteed to be in. It's just now they're going to look at whether you can be on it. So it sounds like it's harder for to get through the waiting list in UK, but probably in the US it's harder to actually get approved because you have to be considered below the poverty. You have to be considered below the poverty line to qualify for it. And most of the housing that they offer through it is housing projects. Apartment complexes that are in not exactly the best of neighborhoods, not exactly in the best kept state, may have high crime, though they do have an alternate program where you get a voucher for being able to redeem it in a normal single family home. or a duplex or something like that. Yeah, I figured you meant council, even though you put console. I figured it out. Okay, now to find the corn header. My fiance actually at this moment is watching on YouTube episodes of Britain's Got Talent. I'm going in circles here. I'm so busy talking that I'm not paying attention to where I'm at. Ring around the rosy. Jeremy Kyle. What is that? The name of a movie, an actor? I don't know who it is you're referring to when you say if I've watched Jeremy Kyle. The name sounds somewhat familiar, so I'm not sure. Oh, it's like Jerry Springer. I gotcha. Okay. I might have seen it once or twice. I'm not really into watching those type of shows, so. I'll have to tell my fiance to consider watching it. She'd probably enjoy watching that because she sometimes watches Springer or Maury and stuff like that. No fighting though. Okay, well then that definitely doesn't sound like Springer. um, a viewer from England was telling me that there's a show that's like Jerry Springer, but it's not with all the fighting and everything, though. It's called Jeremy Kyle. He was asking if I had ever watched it. Maybe you want to check it out on YouTube, see if you like it. Okay, let's open on up. Um, what happened? Why is it not cutting? Is it not ready to harvest yet? Oh, it's not. It's not ready to harvest. I thought it was. So I have nothing left to harvest yet. No, no. Um, it depends on what part of the country you're in. Depends on what it's like in the U.S. Some parts of the country are high rises with everything packed in tight. There are some people that live in old farmhouses out in the in wide open spaces. You've got suburban areas where it's single family homes packed next to each other. I mean, it's a little bit of everything. And living in Southeast metropolitan Florida, there is a wide variety there as well. We pretty much have a little bit of all of it: farmland, big city, you name it. What is she chewing on? Dog just grabbed a hold of something. Hold on, I'll be right back. All right, almost back. Almost back. Back now. Okay, so it looks like the only job that I have to do right now, besides dump off this canola, is to go back to the baling those bales again. I was hoping to do something else, but I guess that's what I gotta do right now. The other stuff is not ready to harvest yet. The soybeans or the corn. Oh, and tons of baling. You count Google Council Estate, that's the kind of thing you can pay $1,000 in some area. Okay, I'll have to look that up another time. Okay, let's drop off this canola, and I'll check to see my stores, how much I have stored of it. Let's see. Not that much canola. That's only 33,000. Mostly wheat and then barley. And this decided to act funny and go nose down into the ground. Where is the Massey? Massey's doing the wrapping, so we need another. You've been getting less work, so we'll set you. Whoa! Bring this oot. Oops, I'm all over the road. All over the road. What do you think the best moneymaker is in Farm Sim 9? I'm not sure. So far I've only harvested some potatoes and some wheat so far in Farm Sim uh, 19. The rest I was doing contract work for other people. So I really can't say what the best moneymaker is. You can make good money with the contract work though if you buy your own equipment and have good equipment for, like, say, harvests. I find harvests pay pretty good. Especially since if you continue harvesting after it says the contract is good, you'll actually get paid for the additional um, grain that you harvested beyond what they were expecting. So you can really make some good money by doing contract harvesting. Now I'm going to start this over here, and I'm going to put it on a hired worker, and they can just leave the bales behind in the field. I do have a bale collector, but hired workers don't like using bale. It kind of confused. Okay, the 9.31. Oh, actually, it's ready. No, it's 5. Wait, 6? No, it's 6. So I probably should actually wait with this. So I've got it loaded and ready to go for tomorrow. Hop on over this. Just finishing it now? Oh, don't get me started on Trump. I would want to keep religion and politics out of this, but really, I think people have a reason to not like Trump just for being Trump, not a political thing. I will say that he does a good job of getting people to like what he's saying. Like how Hitler would energize a crowd and get people to like what he was. Some of the policies he enacted actually hurt other jobs while improving others, like the steel tariffs. There's a lot of business. The way tariffs work is it doesn't make the other countries pay more. It makes your own citizens pay more for those products. And so what happens is while the steel makers are benefiting because people want to buy the local steel that's cheaper than the foreign steel, that also means that the companies that were using steel to make their products now have to pay more money than they were paying before for the steel. Hey Dan, how you doing? And also the way things happen with economy is that improvements that you see now were actually the result of things that happened several months ago, maybe even years ago. So to say that a change that happens now is because of something that's done now isn't necessarily true. I'm doing all right, doing better today. Yeah, I figured you meant good. As you can see, I've got quite a few of these bales wrapped now. And all the fields that are ready for harvest have been harvested, just waiting on the corn and the soybean to mature. Okay, Ryan, you have a good night. I know it's probably quite late over there, probably like two in the morning, probably, right? No, 1 in the morning. Dan, weren't you here the other day? Why is it saying "Welcome to the community"? I thought you were on yesterday. Oh, that's right. I had my bot off for a while. I forgot to start the bot. Oh, it's midnight there. Okay. Okay, Dan, you were. Okay, so I guess my chat bot is come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Unfortunately, it's going to take probably about maybe 6 days before I can actually sell these. It's because it's going to take that long for them to turn into silage. The seasons, it doesn't happen right away. Got any more? There's a couple more over there. Let's see which one it grabs. Figured it was going to grab that one. Oh, just think of all the fun I'm going to have trying to pick these up. Honey, did we have dinner? Oh, okay. I don't know what I'd be making, but sure I can. No, because the steak wasn't on sale. I only get that when it's on a ridiculous sale. You just want ramen noodles? All right, all right. Let us see. No, I gotta have some more out here. Sure I do. Gotta find them. See some over there by the wheat field. You know, I'm almost done. I can almost return this. Yeah, it looks like I'm almost done. Yep, just over by the wheat field is the last place that there's some of these grass bales left. It's good because it's getting dark. I also need to return this because it's getting expensive using this all. Alright, 3 more after this. Sure, anyone who's still watching after all these bales is probably going to be very glad to see brought to an end. It's my game that I'm playing, and I'm glad to see it. Welcome to the community. Shh. Really, are you trying to make it hard for me to pronounce? Schneekugel. Welcome to the community, Schneekugel. I hope I got that right. That was really difficult for me to figure out how it's supposed to be pronounced. How are you doing, Schneekugel? Are you perhaps from Germany? Hello, Buster Dillon. How are you doing tonight? Right now to go check the other grass field, and I am done with this. Ah, okay. Yes, that username had a bit of a German sound to it. And did I pronounce it right, by the way? Schneekugel. My mother's mother, her parents came from Germany. They immigrated to the United States just before World War II started. I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking, Buster Dillon. Thank you for the follow, Buster Dillon. And Schneekugel, don't worry about your English not being so good. My German is much worse than your English. Sprechen Deutsch nicht die gut? No, see, that's not right. My grandmother would always try to teach me German, but for some reason, I just could not learn it. Spanish, I can learn, but the German, for some reason, I had trouble learning German. Deutsch. Okay, I think I got all of them here, too. Yes, I can return this equipment. Yeah, that is true. There are many people from other countries that speak better English than people from countries where their native language is English. I have encountered quite a few people that speak horrible English despite it being their native language. Ja, do it? I do not know what that means. I can count to 20 in German. I can ask you what time it is, say thank you and you're welcome. Know a couple swears. Tell you that you're a klutz. Du bist eine Plauch, for example. But, no, other than that, I really don't know much German. Okay, Schneekugel. Good night. Good Nacht. And it's time for my character, my avatar in the game, to go to sleep too. It's getting too dark to see. You are right, it is 9. However, you spelled the 9 wrong. 9 in German is N-E-I-N. And that is no. Not, or to negate a sentence, is nicht, N-I-C-H-T. Okay, I have no idea what language that is. I'm pretty sure that's not German. And it looks slightly like Spanish, but not quite. So is it Portuguese that you're speaking there? Tamagomak? Yeah, I now I'm really confused. Oh, Tamagomak. Hold on, Irish. Tamagomak. Would that be how you say it? Tamagomak. For Irish? Hello, Caius. Good to see you again. I'm still wondering, Buster Dillon, was I pronouncing it correctly? Oh, sorry, Dan. Was what? Wait, who was? Oh, Buster Dillon and Dan are both talking about it. Oh, it's Tall May Goma. Tall May Tall May Goma. Tall May Goma. Okay. Oh, goo. One person saying go, the other. Oh, you're saying goo. Guma. Okay. Tall May Guma. I'm not watching where I'm walking. I'm trying to walk over to. Well, I'll just do the night transition. So Buster Dillon says they're really from Ireland. Okay. Yeah, I know. If I could hear it, I'd probably be able to get it right. It's just trying to figure it out from the writing. I'm not sure, especially since I don't know what the Irish vowels sound like. I really don't know anything about words in Irish or Scottish. Let's check the map. See if whoop that's the store. Check the map. Okay, the soybeans and the corn are ready to harvest finally. Okay, you said, well, there's fadas, but I'm guessing that's not a good thing to say. It doesn't sound like it. Pasadairig? No, that can't be how you pronounce it. Oh, there's supposed to be dashes above the letter to help with the tone changes. Okay. Actually, let me go back to the T7. The T7 can get started. Field work. Drive course. What is that? How are they doing that with the snowflakes around? Oh, okay. Well, we could see if there's a cheap one, especially if it's one that you can use for Christmas, Halloween, etc. all together. Where did your ball go? You just threw your ball at me. You gotta make sure I'm ready to grab these balls when you throwing them at me, dog. Okay, Dan and Buster Dillon, you've got me really confused about this Irish now. Oops, tabbed out and oh, unfold the. No, 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 no. Yeah, I have no idea what you're saying there. And I'm not even sure. What is going on? I thought this could be harvested. Didn't it say it's ready to harvest? Yeah, 100% ready. What is going on? They're working, aren't they? Working. Why is it not harvesting? My dog is rolling her ball around right near my mouse. She is definitely trying to get my attention. You stop. You stop. You stop. Okay, why is this not working? Let's try disconnecting, reconnecting again. There we go. Now it's working. You have to go? Okay, bye, Dan. You have a good evening. Slan? Slan is the way you say goodbye? Or is it Slain? Slan? Slain? I don't know. I don't know the vowels. That's one of the most important parts of a language, is knowing its vowels. I think this harvester's head drags, because it's always going so slow. What am I getting for the yield for this corn? 268 bushels an acre. That sounds good, I guess. Yeah, I figured it meant goodbye in Irish. I just wasn't too sure about how you pronounce it. If it's slán, slain, slán, slán, slain, slain, and this, I don't know. Slain. I know I probably just said about 4 different words. Slán? Okay. Now I can confuse people by telling them goodbye in Irish and they have no idea what I just said. Do you think through text it would be possible to teach me how to say I don't know in Irish? Because I love doing that, cycling through languages. When someone asks me that I don't know the answer for, I will just cycle through as many languages I can think of. Say I don't know. Yo no sé, ich habe nicht idea, je ne sais pas, hindi ko alam. Are you saying you don't know how to say I don't know in Irish? Or you're saying that you don't know what the other things are that I was saying? Oh! No. No. Drop it. Drop it. The ever-destructful pit bull, pulling apart our sofa cushions.
Ah, you're gonna ruin my nail!
She's a deaf dog, so you have to use hand signs. Sometimes you have to use hand signs like you mean it to get her to listen. You know, that is amusing that you don't know how to say I don't know. Welcome to the community, Zine. How are you doing this evening, Zine? Am I correct in assuming you're another visitor from Germany? Actually, wait a minute. Would that be Zine, or would that be Sane? Oh, you're dyslexic and don't do Irish. Okay. I am not dyslexic, but I do have a problem that when I'm writing things, I often uh, do transliterations. I wind up flipping letters in what I'm writing. So when I'm typing, I actually lose a lot of my speed at typing to having to flip it back around, backspace a couple times to go and fix the flipped around letters. Now, didn't I have... I don't have anything out here to go and pick this up. So... this... Let's see if there's a hitch on the back of this chaser bin. There is no hitch on the back of this chaser bin. Leave the bird alone, dog. No. No. You're just loving to get in trouble tonight. You can probably hear the sounds of her scrambling along the wooden floor. No, I know how to touch type. It's just it happens when I write words too with handwriting. That sometimes I flip the letters around when I'm trying to get them out. You know, like I might put T-E-H instead of the. I might try to type weird and do W-E I-D-R or something like that. You know, where it's the right letters, just the wrong order. Okay, let's bring these painters Out over to cornfield. Apparently, I left a bag of seed out here. Seed or? You have school in the morning. Okay, Slán. Angela, you hearing over here? I'm learning other languages. I know how to say goodbye in Irish. Slán. When will I be streaming again? I'm not too sure. Um, maybe 4 or 5 tomorrow, or it might be Eastern, by the way, 4 or 5 Eastern time tomorrow, or maybe later, like 10, 11 Eastern. I don't know. But tomorrow, if you give me a moment, I can try to do the calculations of what that is and set a Greenwich Mountain Time. Hold on one second. What did you say? Which doctor? Um, maybe, but also you were supposed to cancel that. Yeah. Oh, it's local. That's right. Oh. I'm not sure. Maybe. Okay. Where am I from? I'm from the state of Florida in the United States. I'm from my dad and mom. That's what my fiance says. Okay, so what is the difference? It's 7, 3, 3, 12, 5 hours difference. So it's a 5 hour difference from what I was saying. And I'm saying it's probably going to be around 4 p.m. tomorrow, or 9 p.m. for you, or 10, 11, which would be around 3 in the morning for you, probably. So hopefully I get the earlier one so I can catch you. And again, Slán. Stop the follower. Might as well overload directly into this. And there goes my schizophrenic dog again. Talking to me, Angela? Oh. So I'm going to finish this pass here, and then I think I'll put it on a... Well, no, I got to finish the headlands. Or I might just do it myself, I'm not sure, because I don't really have much else to do.
Dollar?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, but you know we're actually in the hole of this. Looks like I'm probably going to be filled up before I get around, before I finish making... You watch your earrings with the dog licking your ear, she might pull your earrings.
Done?
Actually, you let her out. So, when you let her out, you didn't put her food down. Be ashamed of yourself. Actually, let me go and finish this header here before going back up that same road. That's too close to the shed. And I am going to have to get off here in just a little bit so I can go and prepare some dinner for my fiance and I. You want some ramen noodles? I think I'll prepare some fish fillets. Noodles and fish. Halfway mark. Oh, I'm missing some corn. Yeah, I think the viewer count has dropped down. My chat thing has not made any noise, posting any reminders for anyone, so that probably means no one's in the chat. Or watching, should I say. And this cornfield is going to be kind of boring. I've got to make dinner, so I think this is going to be a good time. Exit my game and go make some dinner, end the stream. Just as soon as I finish up this length up here. Bring it back around to the other end, because that's where I'm going to start up again. Don't you start. Yes, I'm going to start. Okay, and this is where I will leave it. Anyone who is still watching, hope you have a good evening. I probably will. I might do a later stream, but probably not. So catch you either later today or tomorrow. Have a good night. And those from Ireland,